Hello children, welcome back to my channel. In this video I am covering 6th standard science chapter number 4, sorting materials into groups. As the chapter name is sorting material into the groups, first I'll explain what is sorting or grouping. Grouping of objects together with similar properties is called sorting or grouping. And grouping of material is very important because there is a different variety of objects everywhere, and all these objects are made up of different kind of materials. Like some objects are made up of glass, some objects are made up of metal, plastic, wood, cotton, paper. Clear? And all these differ from one another. All these objects differ from one another by some properties. Every object we use is made to fulfill some purpose for us. Clear? For example, a toy is an object which is made up of plastic material and it fulfill the need of a child playing. And a fan to provide coolness. So we can identify the object based on their shape, size, color and texture. And one more example, we saw that our food and clothes have so much variety in them. Not just food and clothes, there is a vast variety of objects everywhere. And clothes, like we are taking example of clothes also made up of different kind of materials. Few clothes are made up of pure cotton, few clothes are made of linen, few clothes are made up of silk. So there are also a different kind of materials we are using. Properties. Now properties of materials. Properties may be of two types. First is physical property and second is chemical property. And the physical properties of material like appearance, hardness, solubility and insolubility and transparency. Clear? Now first is appearance. Metal can be classified on the basis of how they look or appear to be. Clear? On the basis of appearance, some materials may have shining appearance while other have a dull appearance. On the basis of their appearance, all the materials are classified into two groups. First, materials having luster and materials not having lusters. Okay, like materials that have such lustrous shiny surface that are called metals. Example includes like gold, copper, aluminium, iron. Usually a metal loses its luster after some time due to the action of moisture and air on it. When metal exposed with air, then sometimes oxidation reaction takes place. Metal react with oxygen and their oxidized form. Therefore, only freshly cut metals appear to have luster on them. Next property like roughness. Material can be rough or smooth. Few materials have bumps on their surface which can be felt by touching them, and smooth material lack these bumps. For example, rocks, sandpaper, etc. they have a rough surface, while a glass sheet, flower petal and surface of an apple are some example of a smooth surface. Now classification based on the hardness. On the basis of hardness, the materials are divided into two groups, hard and soft material. Few materials are hard in nature and few materials are soft in nature. Some substances are hard while some are soft. Those material which cannot be easily compressed, cut or scratched are called hard materials, whereas those material which can be easily compressed, cut and scratched are called soft material. Next is luster. Luster is the shine of a material. All metals in pure state are shiny and said to possess luster. This property of metal is widely used for making jewelry. Next property is transparency. The property of material due to which we can see through it clearly is called transparency. Like for example, glass, water, air, some plastic. On the basis of visibility, on the basis of transparency, material divided into three parts: transparent materials, opaque and translucent. And what are transparent object? Transparent object through which light may pass. Example, glass and some plastic sheets, sugar and salt solution in water. Second is translucent. Translucent object through which light may pass but partially. For example, milky glass and milk. Opaque object through which light does not pass. That are called opaque material या opaque objects. For example, wood, metal, rock wall, etc. Now next property, that good and bad conductor of electricity. Few materials through which electric current can pass easily are the good conductor of electricity, like metals are always good conductor of heat and electricity. Second, wood, plastic, rubber, cork and certain materials are bad conductor of electricity. Electric current does not pass through them. And next is good and bad conductor of heat. All metals are good conductor of heat, but wood are the bad conductor of heat. Clear? Next, material can be sorted into their groups based on the three state of matter: solid, liquid and gaseous state. There are the three kind of state: solid, liquid and gas. So grouping based on the state of matter: solid in solid state, they have a definite shape and volume, and in solid state the material cannot be compressed. In solid state of material, the particles are closely packed. And in liquid state, it doesn't have definite volume but no definite shape. They take the shape of the container, can be compressed to a small extent, and the particles are not close packed as in solid. Now in gaseous state, no definite shape and volume, highly compressed and particles are not closed. Clear? Now on the basis of solubility, this is the other property of material. On the basis of property, divide into soluble substances, insoluble substances, miscible, immiscible. What are soluble substances? The substances like salt and sugar which disappear in water are called as soluble, and the substances which don't disappear in water are known as insoluble substances or insoluble in water. And what are miscible liquid? When two liquid mixed and they do not mixed well is known as immiscible liquid, and the liquid which mix well with water are said to be miscible. Now what are solute, solvent and solution? The substance which dissolve in water, are called solute, and a solvent is a substance that dissolve the solute to make the solution, and the mixture of solute and solvent is called solution. So what is solute, solvent and solution? What is solute? The solute is the substance which dissolve in water are called solute, and a solvent is a substance that dissolves the solute to make the solution, and the mixture of solute and solvent is called solution. Now what is buoyancy? Some materials float in water while others sink. For example, material like sand, sugar or salt sink in water while a leaf floats on water, and materials like wax and oil will float in water. So this is the classification which is based on the buoyancy of material. Now are the advantages of classification. Classification helps in identification of object, it helps in sorting of objects, it helps in locating things and makes study of different object easy and more meaningful rather than studying each other separately, and helps to understanding similarities and dissimilarities among objects. And at last, in this video I have covered all the topics related to the chapter. Hope you like this video, and if you like it, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.